Right now, Republican Senator Ted Cruz is in the fight of his life to retain his Senate seat. And according to the polls, the aggregates do show that Cruz is ahead 3 to 5 points, but recent polls show that it is definitely shrinking. In fact, a recent Morning Consult poll had Ted Cruz trailing by 1 point to his Democratic opponent, Colin Allred. So, Ted Cruz cannot afford to lose any support. And one of the most important things he needs is a solid Republican coalition behind him. And unfortunately for Ted Cruz, he doesn't even have that. On Thursday, Colin Allred, during an interview, announced that there was a new group forming for the last month of this election cycle called Republicans For Allred. And we know that, of course, Liz Cheney appears to be a part of that. Adam Kinzinger appears to be a part of it. So you've got some out-of-state, moderate Republicans that are pushing this, but it's the in-state Republicans that Ted Cruz needs to worry about. Because in addition to Kinzinger, you have former Dallas Mayor and Congressman Steve Bartlett, former state representative and chairman of the Texas House Elections Committee Todd Smith, former Congressman Alan Steelman, former deputy director of the National Economic Council under President George W. Bush Mark Summerlin, and former state representative Bennett Ratliff. And yes, all of these people were Republicans, and still are, by the way. But this group of Texas Republicans, with Kinzinger and Cheney, of course, have now come together and said, we're not going to vote for Ted Cruz. And we're going to recruit other Republicans to not vote for Ted Cruz and instead vote for Colin Allred. Kinzinger said this in the group's press release. This is a serious effort to reach out to Republicans. You're going to see other folks come out and say, look, we're going to put slight differences aside because we actually believe in this country and what it stands for, like Colin does, and unlike Ted Cruz does. Then, of course, you have former state representative Villalba, who said, quote, I am a lifelong Republican. I even served in Texas in the legislature as a Reagan Republican. But our current senator seems to be more focused on his own ambition or serving the interest of extremists than helping ordinary Texans like me. My Congressman Colin Allred, on the other hand, has served North Texas with dignity, respect, and a servant's heart. Colin cares about the kitchen table issues that are important to me and my family. He will never put his own personal gain above Texas. That's why I am proud to endorse him. And of course, Ted Cruz's campaign put out a response to this because they're not happy. So the Cruz campaign said this. Adam Kinzinger trying to relaunch his political career in Texas isn't news. This is clearly nothing more than another fake feel-good vanity project for Allred. You don't have to look any further than the co-chair Adam Kinzinger, a disgruntled former congressman who is on a vindictive rampage against everyone with an R next to their name, to know how deeply unserious and pathetic this is. But it's not just Kinzinger. Like, you singled him out twice and ignored all of the other Republicans that are actually in your state, bud. You got to pay attention to that. Now, it is important to note, because I don't want to give anybody false hope that Texas is going to elect a Democrat here. I hope they do, and they could. But Texas has not had a Democrat representing it in the Senate since 1993. That was the last time a Democrat was there. And so for 30 years, it's been nothing but Republicans. So this is a tough race. Ted Cruz, of course, has more cash on hand than Colin Allred. But Allred is doing a good job. But it's up to the Texans, right? I'm not from Texas. I can't vote for Colin Allred. A lot of the money that's coming in from out of state to support him, those people cannot vote for him. The people on the ground in Texas have so far done a phenomenal job. The door knockers, the volunteers, the canvassers, they've done phenomenal for Allred. And if they can keep it up in this final stretch, we may see a pleasant surprise on the evening of November 5th.
Today's video sponsor is Beam's Dream Powder. How would you define your relationship with sleep? Are there challenges? Do you have trouble falling asleep or even staying asleep? Would you say that your quality of sleep negatively impacts your life? Have you tried other sleep supplements but feel like nothing has really worked? Here's the thing about sleep. It's the foundation of whole body health. When we sleep well, our minds and our bodies perform at their best. Good sleep is both mental and physical, and our daily performance depends on it. Proper sleep can also increase focus, boost energy, and improve your mood. So, how do you get to your dream state? 3 words: Beams Dream Powder, which is a science-backed healthy hot cocoa for sleep. This product has single-handedly changed the way that I sleep for the better. See, I have trouble. I can fall asleep, but I can't stay asleep throughout the night, and it makes me both physically and mentally exhausted for most of the next day. Beams Dream Powder allows me to sleep soundly throughout the night and wake up feeling refreshed and ready to go. Other sleep aids can cause next-day grogginess, but Dream contains a powerful all-natural blend of reishi, magnesium, L-theanine, apigenin, and melatonin to help you fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake up refreshed. Beam Dream is easy to add to your nighttime routine too. Just mix Dream into hot water or milk, froth it, and enjoy before bedtime. Beam is trusted by the world's top athletes and business professionals. It's no wonder Forbes and the New York Times are all talking about them. And if you want to try Beam's best-selling Dream Powder, get up to 40% off for a limited time when you go to shopbeam.com/ROF and use code ROF at checkout. That's shopbeam.com/ROF and use code ROF for up to 40% off.